So the next question on our list is
So this one says you have to observe 80% diet and 20% fitness rule for effective weight loss and maintenance.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Then on that aspect, 80%
Diet,
diet
yes,
and 20% fitness.
Rule.
Okay. Now, it does not really mean that you are going to lose weight, but it's better at least you know this rule. Okay. It is
But the rule, is it correct? Is it a correct rule?
The rule is correct.
Is it accepted?
It's accepted. Yeah, because it's a
Okay.
principle that was established by, at least I think it was a doctor that established that principle.
Okay.
80% diet and 20% exercise or physical activity level.
Okay.
Then on that aspect, there are still so much to be done on this rule. Because when it's just like now, 80% diet. Now diet contribute to 80% calorie intake, which is 80% of the energy build up in the body. It's just like somebody maybe you are playing football and somebody is with the ball. The person that is the ball is in total control of the system. Now, and the opponent is now tackling the person, just trying to get the ball from the main person that is the opponent, trying to get the ball from the main person, kind of ball. So, like now, this 80% dieting is tied to your food intake, your dietary habits. Now, the exercise, and that contributes to like your weight gain is from there. That's your total energy input. Now, the exercise is now trying to like burn down the food intake, the food you have been eating, trying to burn down so that you can use it to like bring about a kind of equilibrium.
Okay.
So on that aspect, the choices of your food intake is also things to be considered on out of this rule. This 80%. This 80%. Your total calorie intake is still something that will need to be considered on this aspect, because on the issue of exercise, the main issue is just for the fat and the total calories to be burned down so that energy can be generated. So the choices of which you are making to out of this 80% of dieting is also paramount. And that is something that you will still be guided by a dietitian on the choice of the food. And in that case, you may look at adequacy. Is this food, is what I'm eating, is it adequate with respect to my own age? Is it enough with respect to my own gender? Like in the case of adolescent boys and girls, there are some nutrients that may go more for the females and some may go more for the adolescent boys and the rest of it. So on that aspect, you may look at your age. Then what about the medical conditions? Those need to be considered when it comes out of this 80% dieting.
Okay.
On the other, you may also look at varieties, selecting food from different food groups. That's where much of the work needs to be done. Selecting food from different food groups, and in some cases, you may consider, maybe if it's for the elderly, you may consider whole food and the rest of it. That is another aspect. You may also consider moderation. Still under this 80% dieting, you may consider moderation. Yeah, trying to take food that is not too high or too low, but just enough to meet our dietary needs.
Okay.
Now, apart from this moderation, we may also look at the ability of this food in disease prevention. And in that case, we may look at the ability of this diet to provide us with micronutrients. What I mean by micronutrients, we talk about nutrients that are needed in small amounts, like vitamins and minerals, which are needed. Some of them are needed mostly in terms of metabolism to like help to metabolize some food substances in the body. So apart from that, all these things are needed in one form or another, and there are some food may consider as a functional food. Apart from these nutrients, apart from the macronutrient that will give us energy, there are some of them that goes a long way to provide with medicinal properties. So all these things are to be incorporated in this 80% of dieting in regards to food. Now, on the 20% aspect of the physical activity or the exercise, if the therapy can equally guide you on that aspect, so that you know whether you are having the kind of exercise that will be meant for you, so that you not be go for the strenuous and the one that may even bring about negative effect with respect to the health. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So thank you so much. So it's not just about the right amount of dieting is important.
Yes.
So to lose weight, the 80% and 20%, 80% diet rule and 20% physical activity rule works, but
Yes.
other factors has to be considered.
Exactly.
So we encourage people to always meet the professionals, and you don't have to be so hard on yourself to lose weight. If you trying and you're not losing weight, just chill. Chill, don't kill yourself. It's not a matter of life and death. So thank you, sir, for